You ever get that feeling that you've got all this knowledge, all this experience, just kind of locked up inside your head? Well, today we're going to talk about how to get it out there, how to turn what you know into something that actually makes an impact. Let's dive in.
So let me ask you a question right off the bat. How much is your knowledge really worth? I mean, think about it. Everything you've learned, all the stuff you figured out the hard way, those unique insights nobody else has. What's the price tag on that? You might be shocked by the answer.
Because right now, for a lot of us, all that value, it's just sitting there, kind of going to waste. It's like having a treasure chest without the key. See, the problem isn't that you're not talented or that you don't know your stuff. No, the real issue is figuring out how to unlock it, how to package it up and deliver it so it actually makes a difference.
Because let's be real, in today's world, just being talented isn't going to cut it. It's not the secret sauce. So what really wins? Well, first, it's execution. You got to actually do the thing. Then there's clarity, being crystal clear on your goal, and finally, conviction. I mean, believing in what you're doing so much that nothing can stop you.
Okay, so where do we start this whole journey? It all comes down to one word: purpose. This is the starting line. Before you even think about a brand or a product or, your first piece of content, you have to build this rock-solid foundation.
And listen, we need to get something straight right away. Saying, I want to help people, that's not a purpose. It's a nice thought, it's a hope, but it's not a plan. A real purpose isn't fuzzy and vague. It's something solid, something you can actually build on. So, if helping people is just a hope, then what does a real purpose look like? One that's actually actionable. How do you nail it down so you have a clear path forward?
It boils down to 3 simple but super important questions. You ready? First, who specifically do you want to transform? You can't help everybody, so get laser focused. Second, what's the exact problem you're going to solve for them? You need to know their pain inside and out. And third, what's the concrete change you'll create in their life? This is the promise, the transformation they're paying for.
Just look at the difference here. On one side, you have, I help entrepreneurs succeed. Okay, that's nice. But then look at the other side. I help new entrepreneurs organize their finances, start from zero, and earn their first 10K in 6 months. See that? That's not vague. That is a powerful, specific promise. That kind of clarity builds instant trust. It's what makes people lean in and say, tell me more.
All right, once you've got that purpose nailed down, it's time for step 2, crafting a message that truly transforms. This is where we find the very core of your big idea.
There's this great concept called the active principle. Think about it like this. It's the active ingredient in a dose of medicine. It's not the filler, not the sugar coating. It's the one concentrated thing that actually causes the change. It's the dose of your knowledge that gets real results when someone applies it. And in a world overflowing with information, that's what people are desperately searching for. But, and this is a huge but, just having the information isn't enough. You could have the most powerful active principle in the world, and it could still do absolutely nothing. Why? Because pure information is missing a key ingredient. Your message needs soul. So what the heck is soul? It's the human part. It's you. It's your genuine conviction, that fire in your belly that says, this works. It's the real emotion you're not afraid to show. It's being a little vulnerable so people can actually connect with you. And it's wrapping it all in a story that grabs them by the heart, not just the head. It's really that simple. Content without soul, it just informs. It's a fact sheet. But content with soul, that's what transforms lives. That's the big difference right there.
Okay, so you've got this amazing, transformative idea. You're ready to go. But now comes the hard part. It's the test of conviction. This is the moment your big idea slams into reality. And, well, reality usually punches back.
You're going to hear it. This is too risky. That'll never work. You're just going to fail. And this stuff might come from friends, family, or worse, that little voice of doubt inside your own head. These are the sentences that kill great ideas before they even get a chance to breathe. And you know what you should say when you hear that? Great! No, I'm serious. If nobody thinks your idea is a little bit crazy, if you're not getting any pushback, then your idea probably isn't big enough. Resistance is a good sign. It means you're onto something that actually matters. This right here, this is what separates a good project from a legendary one. It's having the guts to believe when everyone else is telling you you're wrong. It's taking 100% responsibility for the outcome. No blaming, no excuses. And it's about pushing your idea past your fear, way past your comfort zone. So, you've got your purpose, you've got your message, you've got the conviction. Awesome. Now it's time to roll up our sleeves and get practical. Let's talk about the actual impact plan, the blueprint to make this thing real. Here it is, a 5-step game plan. Step 1, organize your stuff. Turn your knowledge into clear, easy-to-follow modules. Step 2, name it. Create your own methodology and give it a name. This makes you the expert. Step 3, validate. Before you go big, test it out and prove it gets results. Step 4, scale it up. Once you know it works, start creating content consistently. Videos, courses, whatever. And finally, step 5, think bigger. You're not just creating a product, you're starting a movement. All right, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final thought. A final challenge, really. Something to get you moving, like today.
So let's get real for a second. What is that one idea, the one that you're holding back on purely out of fear? Fear of what people might say, fear that you might fail. What is that thing for you?
And here's the follow-up. How far are you actually willing to go to make that vision a reality? I mean, really, are you willing to face the resistance, to push through the fear? What's your limit? Because at the end of the day, here's the bottom line. The world doesn't pay you for what you know. It pays for the result you can deliver. It doesn't care about your potential or your good intentions. It rewards action, it rewards courage, and it rewards the change you create for others.
So please, stop waiting. The time to act is now. The only real limit here is you.